Hi guys, this is Dr. Farshana. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Like always, it's such an honor to connect with you. Today I want to talk about what narrative have you created for various relationships in your life? What narrative have you created for various relationships in your life? For instance, for work, do you think of yourself as not a good enough employee? In intimate relationships, do you think he or she doesn't prioritize me? My partner doesn't prioritize me. She doesn't appreciate me. The goal is not to lock yourself up in a couple's narrative or work narrative that keeps playing out for years. Again, the goal is don't lock yourself up in a couple's narrative or work narrative that keeps playing out for years and years down the road. So how do you get out of a narrative, any particular narrative that you may have locked yourself into? Number one, notice the narrative. Number two, notice the associated emotion. Notice the associated emotion. Say, there I go, doing the narrative nonsense again. Say, there I go, doing the narrative nonsense again. Say to yourself, absolutely not playing out programmed narratives. I'm not a robot. Say to yourself, I'm not going to continuously fight life and people. My goal is to keep an open heart no matter what unfolds in front of me. Another technique that you can use is you can say to yourself, I don't want poop inside of me. Nope, not ruminating. I don't want poop inside of me. Nope, not ruminating. Remind yourself, I absorb the narrative, I can unabsorb the narrative, right? I absorb the narrative, I can unabsorb the narrative. Next strategy, picture yourself on the top of the earth. It's spinning, and say to yourself, all of this is minuscule. I'm not going to be seduced by matter life. That's it. Like really visualize yourself on top of the earth, looking out into space. Earth is spinning, and you say to yourself, whoa, all of this is minuscule. What am I getting so uptight about? I'm not going to be seduced by matter life. Next, remind yourself when people act certain ways and there's certain things going on and they're not going the way you want it to go perfectly. Remind yourself, I don't want my right to be taken away, so I don't want their right to be taken away. So the goal is here to remember that let people be. Let people be. Let people have their happy. Leave their happy alone. You might not have to agree with their happy, but you leave their happy alone. And so because you don't want your choices, your values, your rights to be taken away, don't fret over theirs. That's their choice. So you don't want their right to be taken away, just as you don't want yours to be taken away. Just let people be, right? You can decide how much distance you want to stay away, keep, or how much you'll associate with them and whatnot. That's your choice, but let them be. All right, guys. Again, notice those narratives. So important. And if you're not conscious enough, you can quickly get into a narrative and they stay stuck there for a very, very long time. And a lot of dynamics in your life, friend dynamics, intimate dynamics, work dynamics, even with yourself, right? Like you might put limitations on yourself because that might be a narrative that you've got, associated yourself with. So again, notice those narratives, the emotions that go with it, and start taking care of it, right? Break out of those narratives. Okay, guys, take care of yourself. You guys rock.